College isn't for everybody. Some people want to be doctors when they grow up, saving lives, working on the front lines to make the world a healthier place. And some people want to be lawyers, out here trying to get people out of prison, even if they did the crime. As long as that bag keep coming through, who really cares if they're even innocent, right? Yeah, I killed that bitch, I ain't gonna lie. That one was a joke. You can laugh. But the point is, in America, there are lots of high-paying jobs, but they might require you to slave away reading books, and then you're gonna have to pass a copy and paste test, just so you can receive a tiny piece of paper that we call a degree. And this degree is supposed to mean that you know what the hell you're doing when you get your job. But the reality is, deep down, we both know you don't. Whether you like it or not, going to college is very important, especially if you're trying to get a job, like something similar to what I mentioned earlier. The good news is, if you're anything like me, college isn't the end all be all. There's plenty of great paying jobs out there that doesn't even require you to remember encyclopedias just so you can be recognized that you're worth something. Like being a truck driver, a great salesman, or even draw pictures on the internet and post them on YouTube. As ridiculous as it sounds, we do live in a new era where you technically can do anything you want as long as you put the work in. So I'm not saying college is bad, but depending on what you might want to really do with your life, it could be a waste of time. Because in a lot of cases, if you actually know what you want to do with your life, you don't really need to go. And that's not even considering how expensive college is nowadays. That's a whole different conversation. Luckily for me though, I was able to kind of figure out early on that my goals didn't really align with college. There was a point in my life where being a professional athlete was my end goal. I was able to snap back into reality with some real life lessons. I talked about these lessons in this video called Don't Fall Off After High School. I'll leave that pinned somewhere up top so you guys can go check that one out. But basically, I didn't want to play basketball anymore and I wanted to take my dreams of becoming a content creator seriously. So that's what I did. Now the caveat to that is, sure, I found something that I was passionate about and actually wanted to pursue, but I need you to just try and imagine my mom's reaction when I tried to tell her, yeah, I'm not gonna take this basketball scholarship to go to college for free and get a free education at a good school so I can just make videos at home and post them on the internet for free, and then maybe at some point down the line I'll get paid. Maybe. So just like many other teenagers with no say in the matter, I was forced to enroll into some sort of college. And that college was community college for me. Now I do have to give my mom a little bit more credit. She's been very supportive of all the things I've tried to pursue in my life. But I was obviously going through a transitional stage when it comes to my career. So my mom felt like college was probably a good place for me to expand my horizon and try to figure something out. Which, looking back at it, I didn't really agree with it then, but I definitely do now. Because the reality is, if you're not sure what you want to do yet, or at least not sure how to go about it, the answer is not in return doing nothing. So if you're still trying to figure it out, going to college honestly is not that bad, man. It's definitely better than just sitting in your mom's couch all day, just mindlessly doing nothing, getting lost in your thoughts about how you think you want to do some shit. With all that being said, the reality was I still gave zero fucks about going to school. I quickly started to understand that the only reason I got good grades in high school is because I was playing a sport. And to play sports, I needed to get good grades. But you take the sports away, I could give a fuck about getting good grades. So now, all that mental capacity I had on focusing on school, it was completely depleted because now I felt like I didn't really have a purpose of even being there in the first place. Knowing this, I only signed up for one college class for the semester. I couldn't even begin to understand taking 4, maybe 5, and God willing 6 college classes in one semester. Oh no, I couldn't do that. At the college level? What are we talking about? I know that's probably what normal people would do, but bro, I was so mentally out of it at that point. One class is all I could tolerate. I just wanted to focus on content, nothing else. So I literally did the bare minimum that I could report to my mom and tell her that, yeah, I am going to college. Because at that point, I knew as a young adult, my mom would kind of just take my word for it. It's not like she was gonna go check or anything. As long as she knew I was going to college and kind of showing up on a college campus every day to go to class, I'm pretty sure she'd buy it. If you're watching this, Mom, I wasn't lying. I just was you know, kind of stretching the truth, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I signed up for this class, right? But not only was it one singular class, I signed up for a physical education class. Bruh. The one college credit I have to my name is a physical education class. I need y'all to understand this. I could have taken English, science, math. I could have took a art class, literally anything that could have actually amounted to something in the real world. I took a physical education class. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was like the only thing I felt I could stomach at the time. I had to show up one time a week to go to this class. That was all I could do. I know I sound like an idiot, but this was my mindset at the time. Your boy was taking PE in college. So another thing about community college, it's not like regular college university. In a lot of ways, it's kind of like a upgraded high school. I know you guys hear the stories about the college parties and the dorms and all that. I didn't really get that experience because the community college that I went to, it was really close to my mom's house. So I just drove to college every day and I just drove back home after I was done with school. So it felt a lot like high school. And for the most part, from what I could see, that was kind of the same energy that a lot of the students on campus had. Everyone's there to just get their work done and go home, kind of minding their business, doing their own thing. If I had to imagine, I think universities had a lot more community building and a lot more socializing. But what do I know? I didn't even fucking go. So it's my first day of class. I'm obviously just chilling. I'm kind of just sitting back listening to the teacher, who we're gonna call for the sake of this video, Mr. Jin. He's kind of just going over the rules of his class and what to expect over the course of the semester. And I'm just sitting there struggling to fall asleep, and then all of a sudden I hear, "God damn, I thought PE was supposed to be easy." There it was, a fellow brother. Someone who was speaking my language. Someone who gets me. I wasn't signing up for hard work. I wanted this class to be easy. I picked PE because I didn't think it required much brain power. And on this first day of class, after hearing a fellow brother full of ignorance, I knew that I was not going to be alone on this journey. I now had a friend to endure this misery with, and this friend's name was Ty. That's not his real name, but let's just roll with it. Now, me and Ty, in all seriousness, we weren't best friends, but we had this class together. So I'm not gonna lie, right away, we kind of became best friends in class. We had a lot of the same interests, we were around the same age, and we were even into the same type of woman. So as you can imagine, there was just a lot of fuck shit going on in class. Like I told y'all earlier, community college was honestly like a glorified high school. I'm talking even down to the classroom sizes, bruh. When you think about college, you probably were thinking like these huge auditoriums with thousands of students kind of spread out with just a little professor on a stage in the middle. At best, our little PE class only had like 40 students in it, and the classroom literally looked like a high school classroom. So definitely as like a first year student of college with that type of vibe, we were on some tough shit. Now you also might be wondering, why is a PE class taking place in a classroom in the first place? Well, again, much to me and Ty's surprise, if we actually would have read their requirements for the class, we would have found out that half the class was physical and half the class would be taking place in the classroom, studying the health of the body and bullshit like that. Now I gotta admit, even with all that being said, Mr. Jin, he was actually pretty chill. He never really made shit feel too complicated, and he was like one of those fun type of teachers, you know? So even his lectures in class wasn't too hard to grasp. So it wasn't that bad. But since me and Ty had each other to kind of just goof off, it did start to get to the point where we both were probably considered like the class clowns. Always cracking unnecessary jokes, always talking about some bullshit in the back of the class. But don't get it twisted. Even though we was fucking around, PE was virtually impossible to fail. I mean, you pretty much got good grades just by showing up. So as far as me and Ty could tell, shit was going smooth. College is a breeze. So boom, it's been a couple months and it's finally the last day of class. It was a regular day, nothing in particularly special about this day. Mr. Jen had us do a couple of workouts, and me and Ty even exchanged numbers this day because it was gonna be our last time potentially seeing each other. He was a good dude, so we definitely wanted to keep the friendship going like after class and all. So there's like 10 minutes left in class, bro, and we're just sitting back chilling, just waiting for the clock to hit 1 p.m. And out of nowhere, Mr. Jen just casually casually let us know.
Oh yeah, before I forget guys, I'll be grading your semester online homework tonight, so you can expect that to be reflected in your grade by tomorrow morning. Now remember, it's 70% of your grade, so it's going to be making a big difference when it drops.
Whoa, wait a second. What the hell did he get to say? Homework. Ty, you knew we had homework to do?
Hell yeah. Why? You ain't do it?
What? Are you being serious right now?
I'll just go with you. Hell nah. I ain't even know we had homework to do, bro. I am fucked. It is over.
Bro, we're fucked.
And I think that shit is 70% of our grade? Say goodbye.
So now we're both sitting there stressed as fuck. I'm talking distortion of the mind, brother. Because this wasn't the type of situation where it's like, oh, we just forgot to do the homework last night. We probably can finesse, copy somebody real quick, turn it in by the end of class, and we're straight. Nah, bro. I'm talking a whole semester's worth of homework that we were supposed to be doing online that we did not do. And class ends in 10 minutes. There was no way we were gonna be able to figure this shit out. We're cooked. End of conversation. So class ends, and as you can imagine, me and Ty stay after class so we can grab a couple words with Mr. Jin. Yeah, so Mr. Jin, we just wanted to let you know
You didn't do any of the homework assignments.
Damn, how'd you know that?
You two didn't strike me as the type to read the syllabus.
Damn, Mr. Jin, you low-key judging the fuck out of a nigga right now, but you not even lying though. Because we for sure as hell didn't read that shit.
How can we make this right, bro? You said it was 70% of our grade. I took a lot of L's in my life, but I don't think I can afford to take this one.
Facts, Mr. Jin. This is my first college class. Matter of fact, this is my only college class. And it's PE. I can't tell my mama I failed PE, Mr. Jin.
Alright y'all, look. I was a teenager once like you. And y'all are good boys. So I'll tell you what. It's 1:30 p.m. right now. I'm gonna be finishing up here in about an hour. So if y'all can get back to me by 2:30 with 2 bottles of Henny, I'll call it even. And y'all won't even have to worry about failing my class.
Hold up, bro. Did he just say what I think he just said? God, strike me down right now if I'm lying. On God, I cannot make this shit up. This is 100% a true story. I promise. I can't make this shit up. Mr. Jin said if we brought him back 2 bottles of Henny by 2:30, he'd let us slide. 100% not what I was expecting to hear. But at the end of the day, if we can make it work, let's make it work, baby.
We were both shocked as hell.
But this is one of those situations where it's fight or flight. Do or die.
If this man needed 2 bottles of Henny, we was gonna give him 2 bottles of Henny.
Yo, you don't know how
thank
much
you, Mr. Jin.
I appreciate this, sir. Thank you. Oh my, thank you.
Man, y'all better get going, cause y'all ain't gonna be thanking me if I don't have my stuff by 2:30. Me and Ty just looked at each other and raced out that classroom so fast, bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you.
So now we racing down the block trying to find the closest liquor store. And if you don't know, I never really was into alcohol. I didn't drink it back then. I still don't drink it now. So I wasn't very knowledgeable about the process of getting it. So y'all gotta believe me how annoyed I was when we finally get to the front of the line at the liquor store and shorty gonna ask me if I'm 21. Like, bruh, I had just turned 20 at the time. I looked over at Ty. Yo, bruh, are you 21?
Hell yeah.
Oh, we good then. Miss Clerk Lady, my dog here is 21, so he's just gonna handle this for us. Okay. Do you have an ID?
Yeah, I got one of those.
Can I see it, please?
Well, you see, like, I got it, but it's just kind of not like on me. Oh, you gotta be 21 to you could be 18 to join the military, but you gotta be 21 to join. It's stupid. It don't even make any sense.
So at this point, we only got 25 to 30 minutes left on the clock, man. We down bad and we Hennyless. And we was about to be homeless after our parents kick us out for failing physical education. There was only one thing left to do. We literally just started walking up to random people in the shopping center parking lot, just desperately asking people if they were 21 and if they'd be willing to go inside the liquor store and buy us some Henny. And just think about this for a second. This is not an easy ask because any responsible adult is not just gonna buy lick for two strangers who clearly look younger than 21. Shit, I just turned 28 today and I still get asked for IDs. So you can only imagine how young I looked at 19, bro. So we're asking, we're getting denied left and right, left and right, left and right. And finally, by the grace of God, hey yo, aren't you Berto? I see you on the come up, bro. Keep going. Definitely want to see you win. No fucking way. A random person recognized me. For the sake of the story, I'm just gonna call him Jeffrey. But Jeffrey recognized me from the internet and stopped to say what's up. But y'all don't understand how unlikely and unrealistic this is, because at the time, I was a nobody. I don't even think I had 1,000 subscribers, bro. My best guess to justify how he probably even knew who I was, he was probably just like a local person that knew somebody that I knew that might have reposted one of my videos at some point, but it had to have been like a local thing, because that's the only way it makes sense, because I promise you, bro, I was a nobody. Like, I don't even know if I had 100 subs, like straight up, bro. But regardless, the only reason this matters is because Jeffrey just might be the person we needed. It's Jeffrey, right? Let me ask you something, buddy. Are you over the age of 21? Yeah, man. Why? What's up? Perfect. We explained the situation at hand, and our good friend Jeffrey, God bless his soul, he did exactly what we needed him to do. Me and Ty forward back to the college campus. We drop off the goods to our alcoholic college professor, and sure enough, he stayed true to his word. And that's how we passed physical education in college. I swear this is a real story, bro. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but I swear it's real. But it wasn't much longer after that I finally built up the courage to jump off the Porsche, drop out of college, move to a different state, and truly pursue my dreams of being a content creator. Fast forward 9 years later, and we finally have over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank God. And make sure you go subscribe to my second channel, because I would love to get a placky wacky on that one too. But the point is, don't give up on your dreams, man. And if you don't know what you want to do, maybe you do have to go to college and figure it out. College could be a great opportunity to meet new people, try new things, and just get out of your comfort zone. Maybe you might fuck around and learn some shit because you're actually a dumbass. It's more about discovering who you are, and in some realities, changing into the person you want to be. If I'm being honest, I don't know why anybody would even want to stay the same. I personally get so much anxiety when I think about being in the same place forever. Because even when you do accomplish everything you've been planning for, there's always going to be some level of wanting to elevate, even if it's not in the same exact thing you were chasing in the first place. You know what I'm saying? College is just one of those things that could really just be a tool to set you up for your future, or it could be a complete waste of time and put you in a lot of debt. So no matter if you choose to go or not, just remember, the reality is yours to control. But I will say this. If you do decide to go to college and somehow end up in a very similar situation as me, and you forget to do your homework, I wouldn't hold your breath on expecting the same outcome. Because that, my friend, that would be insanity, and you'll probably be screwed.
Where you at, Berto?